Hey, it's you! Come on in and join us!
Yo, and we reached out to Hags to see if we could buy their Christmas Grinch soap a little early. He told us it was already in the mail to us, and our hearts grew 3 sizes that day.
It's a Christmas morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet!
Hey, yo, come on in. It's great to see you. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. And if you happen to be here during one of the live premieres, why, we'd love you to meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of folks hanging out from all over the world, and they're in the live chat right now. They'd love to meet you.
They would, and for our mention today, we would be remiss if we didn't bust out our Grinch brush that we got over at Opus Brush.
Y'all, this is CNC machined. It is amazing, the level of work that Craig does at Opus Brush. And look at the bottom. It's got the Grinch, and I think 2024. Right?
Yep.
Look at that. And what a phenomenal knot, y'all. This is a Manchurian knot, a badger. It does not have the gel tip. It is super soft and luxurious. I love this thing.
You'll see it in action when we build our lather later today.
What's our soap today?
Our soap today is the Return of the Mean One, and the label on this one is quite a story.
Oh, we're so excited. I reached for this a couple of days ago to re-experience our Xmas soap from 2023, and I am ready to have a good shave with Mr. Grinch. Let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, so from the sales page of Return of the Mean One.
High in the snowy mountains, the Mean One plots, hating Christmas with all his icy heart. But this year, he's back with something unexpected, an irresistible scent. Introducing Return of the Mean One, the 2024 Christmas Special Edition. Building on the 2022 favorite, this improved version is closer to the original scent Angel's Share by Killian and even more enchanting.
Crafted with our luxurious Cortex base, known for its rich, creamy lather and ultra-smooth glide, Return of the Mean One makes every shave a rebellious holiday ritual. Even the grumpiest of hearts can't help but be drawn in by its charm. This Christmas, let the Mean One return, not to spoil your holiday spirit, but to make your grooming routine a little brighter. With a scent so good, even a holiday hater might learn to love Christmas just a little.
So this Grinch might not be too scary.
Oh, yo, we are giant fans of Angel Share around here, and we have our own little Max to help us out. So let's open the box. And y'all, this package, because it was a present, was the first one under our tree. Here we go. This is from the far-off land of Greece, y'all.
Oh, look, it even says Merry Christmas on the box. Look it, and fragile.
All right, here
It's
we
a
go.
Grinchy kind of Christmas here.
Nobody's getting in out of this.
No.
Oh, I think that might be it, but there's some other surprises in here. Hold on a second. What did you do? Demetrius, let's start here, y'all. This looks like it might be a note! It's a note from Demetrius! Dear Sarah and Marcus, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. As the year comes to a close, I wanted to reach out and say thank you. Your thoughtful reviews and support of our products have meant so much, and it's been wonderful watching you bring so much care and authenticity to your channel. I hope this holiday season brings you a chance to relax, recharge, and celebrate all of your accomplishments. Here's to a new year's filled with exciting reviews, inspiration, and continued growth for your channel. Looking forward to seeing what you create next. Wishing both of you the best, Demetrius.
Oh, buddy,
Thank you so much. We're going to frame this and put in the shaving disc. Let's see what other surprises we have. I know what this is.
Oh, I do
This
too.
is one of your favorite things in the whole
It's
world,
true.
y'all. This is how they do some of their EDPs at Hags. This is in a roll-on version. Look at this. These are incredible, y'all, and they are priced to move, and they last forever. We love these.
I like this. I can throw it in my purse, too.
Ooh,
there's two.
Oh, this might be the splash, y'all. Let's take a
Okay,
look.
you open that one, I'll open this
All
one.
right.
A few moments later.
Well, I stopped opening the soap. I got too distracted.
Yeah, I know. Look at that. It's the bomb. And the
Okay,
splash,
hold
y'all.
that one.
Thank you,
Let me get into
Dimitri.
the soap
Can I
here.
Open the soap.
Oh, man, look at
Y'all.
my friend here.
Oh, how gorgeous is that label? That is going to look fantastic on our hog shelf.
Oh,
Look at
that's
the
brilliant.
flame.
Like the top of the
And
mountain, a tree on fire.
This is phenomenal. And you know, I'm so excited because the level of care on these labels is just indicative of the label of care of the product itself. But we'll show you that when we have our first impression. Pro tip on removing your seal from the hugs. Just hold it like this with the top towards you and pull. It comes right off like that. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna take
I think you should. We don't just have the trio today, we have the full quartet. This is gonna be a thing.
Oh, it's a beautiful. Look at that.
Ooh, it's been too long since we've opened the Hags. It's time.
Here we go. Taking it in.
That was a good whiff, y'all. That was a long one. Yeah?
Oh.
Yep.
Well, y'all, I said we know this scent. Hold on. We're familiar with this scent. We have a couple of dupes of this scent.
But this...
Let me say something about the Hags homages, y'all. They go deep, they go wide, and they are nuanced without having to go too crazy in the intensity. And that's how I judge the quality of a fantastic scent oil. This is magic. Hold on. Wow.
He did say this is even like a newer change from his 2022 version. So there's been...
Right. I love that this is done with cognac. I love that Angel Share is notoriously on the lighter sides of those spices. But boy, do those lights go deep here. I love this scent. This has got all of those rich, syrupy centers in between the cognac and those brown, sugary, woody spices that are going on in Angel Share. Senses of cinnamon that are real in this. And possibly the world's perfect picture of an evening winter's drink, sweating in your hand while you're sitting in front of a roaring fireplace. Like's on the list.
Right, you know. I was just going to ask. I know we had smelled this not during the winter season, so I'm curious, getting a whiff here, how it's going to fit.
And let's have a grown-up conversation. We just shot Irish coffee, so that smells like whiskey on your face, and Lee told us make sure you don't get pulled over while you're wearing it. It might be a problem. This, y'all, this is a cognac-centered scent. However, they've gone into that cognac, and they have pulled out the magical parts of it. The parts that don't give you that alcohol hit. It is the center of what makes cognac. So almost as if you could take the alcohol all out of it and smell it alone, just what those basic spices were.
Sweet.
Wow, hold on. And at the end of it all, having known this scent a bit from a couple of homages, those homages gave me the center of the scent and gave it to me rather strong.
Okay.
But this, I'm getting those major notes, but this has lots of stuff swirling around under those notes. So I'm getting the main melody, but I'm also getting those other instruments playing where I don't get those in the homages that we have.
Ah, okay. Well,
Wow.
I'm glad we've got 4 versions of this to keep whiffing some more.
Right? And you know, this is a masculine unlike anything else that I've experienced too. And I think that's why Angel Share, only being a 4 or 5-year-old cologne, made the splash that it made, because it is a whole new definition of masculine. There's nothing like patchouli in this. There is nothing like tobacco going on in this. This is a rich, warm, cognac-y scent that's been mixed with spices and cinnamon and then widened. And boy, is it a beautiful personality. I don't even think it's a vibe. I think it's a personality.
Okay.
I think it's a charmer. I think it's like a magician from when I used to work at the Magic nightclub who would come in from somewhere far away and have props that none of us had ever seen before and just blows our minds. But he's so clever and so kind and so smart. This is that kind of scent that I would associate with that.
Oh, I'm even more intrigued now. I purposefully have not smelled any of our homages that were close to this as soon as I read that, because I wanted kind of my new first impression in a way. So I'm curious now.
Take it in. What do you get?
Okay, let's see here, lady. Okay, I'm glad I have not smelled our other homages for a while, because I'm experiencing this in a much better way that I think I can take this in now.
What are you getting?
The spices, like, I feel like that's not even the right word, because that puts you in a specific, what you think a spice is. And this is a whole new way of doing a spice.
Right.
Like, it reminds me of almost like the first time we smelled Baccarat Rouge and like how saffron was used, that we didn't even know that that was like considered a spice.
Yes, exactly.
That's something that I'm getting here, like that same experience of like a scent that I've never experienced in that way before.
Right.
And after reading that this was meant to be for Christmas kind of holiday stuff, at first I was like, how is that going to work? But smelling that here, oh no, this is that whole like fall into winter, any chill in the air. And I feel like this has a place in your den.
Right. And under the cognac, I'm getting this sense of woods that's almost like oak and cedar chips or oak and cedar shavings that are then doused in a little cinnamon.
But there's also like a smoky-ish
Right.
side
Yes.
happening here. So they're there, but something has happened to them. They're not in the normal form.
Right. And it's not like smoke from like a cigar smoke. It's like wood that's been smoked. Like
Yeah.
those oak chips,
Yeah.
those cedar chips have been smoked, and then we're mixing them with cinnamon.
Yeah.
That, and then the cognac is sitting just beautifully on top, just light, spicy in that alcohol-y sense without the hit of the alcohol vapors.
I wouldn't even know that it was technically cognac.
Oh,
I'm not as well versed in my cognacs, but I can tell that that's what's helping create the spices here.
Right.
So yes, if you know what cognac is, you're going to get it right away. If you don't, I think you still are going to enjoy how it's being used in here. And there's something that's keeping it from getting too dark. It's really staying in that mid tier, and then there's another layer of like a gentle citrus on top. So in that description, when they were talking about making it brighter, at first I kept being like, really? I wonder how that, but it's happening.
That's it.
It's here.
And the thing about this, think We Are the Champions. Think Journey, Don't Stop Believing. Those are very specific groups of notes in a balance so that whoever hears them goes, wow, that's awesome. Somehow, that is Angel Share. And I think that's what all of those super amazing, super legendary EDPs are able to do, and why they don't do it very often. Aventus, I think, is like that, and it's why it's become legendary. And I think this one is like that for that exact reason. Those scent notes that have just found that 1 in a million balance, and that's what they are.
And that's what I was going to say earlier. I think the one word that keeps coming towards me is like intriguing. I want to keep smelling it. I want to keep figuring it out. Like, because it is new to my scent palette, but it is in such a like a nice introductory way that it's like, that's all right. You may not have smelled this before, but I think you want to smell this more. Keep getting your nose in there and getting used to it. So I think that's what you meant earlier, like when you were talking about crowd pleasing. Like, if I were to put this on our crowd pleasing scale, we have like a whole thing here. So if you like a spice, I think this is beyond the crowd pleasing scale. But if this is new to you, I still feel like it's in that, no one around you is gonna be like, what is that smell? Like, there's something pokey going on. There's nothing in this that fits in that, like, I don't know if I'll like this category. It's just getting used to knowing it in a new way.
And I love what you said about not really being able to recognize the cognac inside that, because I think that's part of the magic too. I've had cognac, not a lot, but when my dad and I would go out for like a guy's dinner or something, his dessert of choice was a small glass of Hennessy kind of thing, right?
There you go.
So I've tasted it, it's beautiful, but I love that they have found the heart of its character, and that's what they have pulled out in this, and then surrounded it with those other scent notes.
Yep. I've heard cognac is good with a little water, so maybe we should lather this up and check out our scent notes.
All right, y'all, back to the sales page for Return of the Mean One.
The top note of cognac, you were right. It's first, rich and potent, much like the spirit that fuels the mean one's grumbling. It's a bold introduction, setting the stage with a dark warmth that dares you to resist its pull. Then come the heart notes, a festive blend of cinnamon, tonka bean, oak, and a hint of hedione. The spices swirl like the smell of holiday kitchens. The woodiness evokes the snap of a winter forest, and all of it hints at something almost nostalgic, though the mean one would never admit it.
At the base, vanilla and praline set in, offering a soft sweetness that's impossible to ignore, paired with the smooth, creamy depth of sandalwood and a dash of playful candied almond. These final notes linger in the air long after your shave is over, much like the holiday spirit that refuses to fade, no matter how hard the mean one tries. Y'all,
Wow.
I love this. Let's take a look. So backing up, a festive blend of cinnamon, tonka beans, so little hints of vanilla, maybe oak, and a hint of hedione.
And that's added that with the cognac together.
Right.
Like, no wonder they get along so
Those
well.
are the beautiful, rich high notes. And then underneath, at the base, vanilla and praline. Y'all think the big top from Peter Charkalis? That beautiful, almost a popcorny sense with a nuttiness to it. And creamy sandalwood is the star of those hidden bass notes, y'all. That is beautiful what's going on.
And then a candied almond fun. So there are some nutty kind of things happening with those spices.
Phenomenal. And this is our KUN bowl from the KUN workshop. A great bowl for Christmas time, I think.
This
and
is
let's
the
take a look
Cortex
at this Cortex
base.
base.
See.
Oh, y'all,
Soft.
look at that. Beautiful, soft, like the butter on my counter.
That smells good. I cannot wait to get this lathered.
I can't get over how nuanced that
Yes.
is. I am finding giant supporting characters in that I've never smelled before.
True.
And we've smelled a few versions of this. So y'all, I'm going to smush the soap into the ridges of this bowl like I'm trying to get chocolate into carpet, just so that you can't get it out again without a brush and water. That's when you're ready to start. And we do the patented vertical bloom here on the Barbershop Duet. We're going to let the water chill out at the bottom of the bowl and put all the water we're going to need for the whole shave in right now. So now that that soap is a little bit wet, and my brush has just been a little bit soaked, we're going to bring our mean one over here and put him to work on the mean one. Let's see how this works. Oh, y'all look at this.
I'm already smelling things. Wow.
Right, so the first goal is just to load that soap onto the bristles of the brush without too much water, and it looks like I'm just about done. Turn the brush in your hand a few times to give those bristles a new orientation against the soap. That's patented Barbershop Duet move, and look at this. It's all gone. It's gone from the bowl. Now, what you want to do is bring the brush down here and very slowly, because this part is sloppy, let the water soak into the bristles. And now you are ready for either the world's greatest face lather or the world's greatest bowl lather, because now all of that soap is in between the bristles of the brush. And look at what starts coming through now, because you're making that lather in between the bristles, not at the base of the bowl.
That looks like some yogurty lather, my friend.
What a beautiful hit of cognac and cinnamon I am getting off the
I'm glad I went with the bigger bowl because I feel like it's helping the scent just spread out.
I ain't gonna say it. My dad buys expensive cognac, but it doesn't smell this good.
No.
Y'all, that's the takeaway.
Yep.
Cognac doesn't smell anywhere near this good. I think the way the beach doesn't smell anywhere near as good as the beach shaving soap does, it's this.
Yeah, it's coming out in new ways.
It's like whiskey's clever friend. There is just something to cognac. It's sweeter. It's more inviting. I don't know. It's kind of my favorite.
You know, and there's something about this that I don't feel like, I think the vibe is the right way you were talking about earlier. I don't feel like if I picked more masculine or feminine, somehow here, it has just a fun vibe.
Right. The masculine version of this is Ed Wynn with a little drink ready to put on a show, and the female version of this is Mila Kunis with a cognac neat sitting at the bar ready to watch him do it. That's what this is.
I don't know how, but it really is just so personable. Like, I there is something in it that would make you feel like that character, which is like the Grinch. He is such a solid character storyline-wise. Like, this just has a fun character vibe to it, too.
Meg. So y'all, Bjorn No Frills Shaving, the bear of our whip pack, has started doing his videos again, and we realize we love to watch when that lather coats the face. So while we don't do shaving here on the Barbershop Duet, we will show you Demetrios. Look at this, brother. And y'all, I feel like the Hags base holds the scent better than almost anything in the wet shaving world. I love it.
Yeah, I feel like it just gets more vibrant as you lather it up somehow.
Yeah, it doesn't have to go crazy intense to hold its richness. And it does that with the Hags base. And y'all, we have to go baste the roast beast. So why don't we take this a little deeper? A full set. Hags, you are so kind to us. Thank you so much. This is amazing. I'm excited.
Let's start with that.
Let's do them in the right order. So we'll start with the splash. Do you want to go first?
I guess I'll go with you. Ready?
Y'all?
I think you're right. It's going to make all the Grinchy people still not be that Grinchy if they wore this.
Not only cognac doesn't smell this good, cognac will never smell this good. This is insane. I almost have to retract what I said earlier about it not going down to tobacco, because I'm somehow almost getting a beautiful tobacco-y scent, like a beautiful dried leaf soaked in cinnamon and
then
cognac.
Add in oak and praline somehow, and the almond thing, and
there you go. Little dessert sitting next to your cognac, little pralines and cream. I'm kind of shocked that as many homages as we have to whiskey and bourbon, I don't think we have any to cognac. This is insane. Why don't they start here? This is the liqueur you want behind your ear for a fun night out.
Right? I like the transition, just subtle ways, from the soap to this splash here. Right. And I'm now even more curious. Do we do balm next?
I was just looking for it. Let's do the balm next.
See if I can get it open. Is this our first balm from Hags? I think it is.
This is. Yes.
Ooh,
right, here we go.
Let's see. Ready?
Wow.
The faces here. Oh, what is
There's
that?
Something green in the balm. Do you smell that?
I almost got like a fancy marshmallow. Is that the
right,
praline?
something like that. Oh,
there are things happening, y'all.
Wow, beautiful. Oh, and it feels great.
It feels. I was just gonna say.
It's drying down already. Oh, it's not oily at all. It's just beautifully creamy. Look at my face.
I think how almonds sometimes can be a little more of the cherry kind of thing.
And they mentioned almond in there.
I know, and because I almost got like a tortured fruit in there somehow, or a little bit like something in not a dried fruit. I don't know.
A little, yes,
Does
absolutely.
cognac have that? Is there like fruity notes in there? Is that a thing? Because I'm
Absolutely.
getting some.
Absolutely. Almost a little bit cherryish. Just beautiful.
Just a subtle hint, but just something to kind of add that cheery, like,
maraschino in your cognac.
because you know how Santa has rosy cheeks?
Right.
I feel like it's almost like the Grinch being turned into a little more of the festive fun.
I love how each medium holds onto the scent a little bit differently. Each one brings out scent notes a little bit differently.
And this feels wonderful. I do feel like I've had a balm to the face now.
So y'all, my beloved here is a teacher trainer for Power Pilates, and a little look behind the scenes at the Barbershop Duet. When she does have to teach her 8-hour classes over Zoom to Kuala Lumpur, she will most of the time put on a Hags roll-on EDP before so that she can have all the fun that they're not smelling through the camera. Y'all, so this is going to be her favorite,
just
I
might.
bet. See what you get. Let's try that on first.
All right. See if I can. I do like the roller vibe. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there's something different in this one too.
Is that going to be for your next class? Oh, you smell
Yeah,
that?
it
Oh,
almost.
it's a little sweeter?
I was just gonna say it almost got a little more feminine, which I will definitely be vibing towards this. I gotta say,
100%. 100%.
there's a
Whoa.
vibrancy that like got turned up a little brighter.
Right. Something inside the cognac almost turned floral. Are you getting that?
The almondy praline
Yeah.
sweeter. I don't know what it is. It's not a normal gourmandy sweet, but there's something secretively sweet here.
And again, the nuances, y'all, run deep. Stephen Sondheim said God is in the details. And this is not just a recreation of its primary scent notes.
No.
Y'all, this is all of it. This thing goes deep. I'm not even done discovering everything it's got to offer.
I'm really actually glad we're about to go for a walk after this because I want to spend some time getting to know this.
Do you smell the woods in the EDP? It's insane.
Oh, see, funny on you. I do get more of the woodsy stuff, but smell on me.
Right.
I get more of that sweet. It's not floral, but it's something approaching like a citrusy something.
Right. We were told by most of the artisans when we started this journey that our own body chemistry is going to add a lot to the scent, and I love what
It's
it does on
happening
you.
here. There is something I do enjoy about the roll-on version of some of the EDPs.
Right.
Like you can really control like where it's going, the amount
Yup.
that you're doing, versus
Yup.
when that kind of thing sprays all over the place.
Those atomizers, you are at the mercy of how much is in each spray, but if you want a little bit less.
Right, just a gentle like, oh, I don't have time to go hop in the shower, but I want to smell nice, kind of like a little
Right.
refresher. This is what I'll grab and I'll totally throw this on.
And y'all, a one of that will do ya. It is intense and beautiful. There is a lot of oil going on in this EDP.
And there's something else that is perfect for the fall to winter season. But I do feel like, at least in the EDP version, that little brightness that's coming out, I would vibe towards that, like even just going out for like some evening drinks, like a nighttime kind of scent.
And I love that they equate this with Christmas because it has all of the charm. It has all of the nostalgia. It has all of the sweetness. It has all of the cleverness. And underneath all of it, it's sweet. It's not bossy. While it does have one of the most prominent characters in all of the scent world, it remains a best friend. It remains a sidekick so that somehow you are still the main character of this. And I don't think some of the EDPs do that. I think some of them are like, hi, I'm Aventus and this is the guy I'm on. But this, y'all, this just melds with your personality as if your personality is going to bring out hidden notes in the scent itself.
And I think, like what the sales page says, if you're feeling a little extra grinchy or grouchy, this may be a good scent to throw on and just shake it off a little bit.
Love that. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be a shaving degenerate in this hobby who wakes up on Christmas morning to find everything in his shave den is gone. Well, he's going to go out into the front yard and find all of the other degenerates standing around, joining hands, and singing a song about what the holiday is all about. And way up there on top of the mountain, the mean one might hear our song about it not mattering whether or not we have a full shave den, not mattering if we have the aluminum and stainless steel and titanium of a specific razor, because we have each other in this community. And even if we lose all of our soaps, we know we still have all of you. And that's what really matters most. And we got our own. For Return of the Mean One in the United States, Hags suggests the Razor Company, the Wet Shaving Store, and the Shave Supply. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Return of the Mean One. I think fine fragrances like Angel's Share are constructed so that they make a vibe, a personality. They are crafted and crafted and crafted until they hit that deep spot within you. And I think the best dew oils are meant to help recreate that experience and find that spot. Some do it better than others. In fact, I have re-smelled the other 2 dupe oils we have of Angel Share. And I am happy to report that this one hits a much deeper spot in me. Y'all, the nuances are obvious and the quality is insane. And as far as the lather goes, this is named correctly. Have a good shave, y'all. It is beautifully light and yet still sticky and just as protective as my heaviest soaps. I love this stuff. Thank you, Demetrius. We will be back for more after the new year.
Welcome to Messages.
Hey, y'all. So our giveaway for the month of December is very special and a little secret. We have created a collaboration soap with Adopted Acres and Doug Lane, who goes live with his new company after the first of the year, and our soap is going to be one of his perennials to start with. So, in order for a chance to get your own before anybody else, send us an email here to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so that we can get back to you, and then check back on our show on January 1st when we have our Alexa choose our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
This mean one can return whenever he wants.
I would agree.
So happy to have
He
this
is welcome in our den.
And you know what? I'm glad that we have an EDP dupe of Angel Share.
Yep.
So that when we did finally smell it in a shave soap, I can tell you this, this version is better. It's nuanced, it's deep, it's rich, and it still has all of its friendly character. There is nothing in this that betrays a duped oil. This is gorgeous.
Yeah, whatever you did from the 2024 version to this one, Demetrius, I have no idea. But it is magical here. So whatever it was is wonderful.
Fans. Do you remember watching this show when you were little?
A little. Not as much as I mean, I know all the characters, and I think the books is actually what we had more of the Dr. Seuss books, and they were the ones that had the Grinch in it.
Right.
So my mom growing up was always about the more happier times of the year, that sometimes we wanted to avoid the grumpy, grinchy stuff. So it is nice to know that you're still human. It's okay if, feelings come up during the holidays and you get a little grinchy, but now we have this to have in our den to help out
at the holidays. But right, yes. And I made sure I watched the original Grinch with Boris Karloff, thanks to my mom. I know Walter Matthau and a few other people over the years have narrated it, but if you can find that original, it is worth the effort. What a beautiful voice he had.
And now we have something that we can smell while we watch it.
Finally, at last. I don't even think we watched it last year.
No.
So we are set now. Thank you, Demetrius, for believing in our little show and sending us one of the sweetest notes in the history of our journey. This means a lot to us. And so do you. Thank you, and thank all of you who make these, who know how important our time in the shaving den is to us. And you're there with us. Well, I mean, not literally.
But, yeah.
Oh, what a Christmas month we are having.
I
this
know.
is incredible.
It's only the 11th. We have lots more fun things to open before
and
the
my
end of the year.
birthday soaps are coming up, so stay tuned, y'all, because December 18th is going to be a fun one.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell more Grinchy just watching this.